Each year, on November 11th, our nation celebrates Veterans Day to honor the men and women who have served our country in the armed forces. At Endeavor, we're very proud to support the veterans and reservists who work at our airline. Nearly 500 employees at Endeavor have self-identified as a veteran of the armed forces. We have Marines, Air Force, Navy, Army, and Coast Guardsmen working in every part of our operation. They bring technical experience, discipline, and diligence to their work at Endeavor. And the servant leadership and teamwork experience that veterans have gained help strengthen our culture at Endeavor. Everyone has their own personal reasons for volunteering to serve, and I'm inspired by the stories I've heard from Endeavor employees. I hope that you are too. We talked to just a few veterans who work at Endeavor today, and they shared stories about their service and about transitioning to work at Endeavor. I think we all can learn from their stories.
I was in the SEAL teams for 5 years. I was stationed in Pearl City, Hawaii, and my specialty in the SEAL teams were piloting mini submarines off the coast of Hawaii.
I actually served in the United States Army, and I served for 5 years and some change. I actually started out as a dental hygienist in the military, and after about a year and a half, I went to LPN school, so I was an actual nurse in the Army.
I was in the United States Air Force for 20 years, and I was an aircraft mechanic. I started out in California, then moved to North Carolina, then to the UP of Michigan, and then my last tour was in just outside Tokyo, Japan.
I served in the U.S. Navy for 6 years, and I was an avionics technician. I worked on F-14, F-18 avionics systems, doing troubleshooting and repair on the aircraft themselves.
Yeah, I served in the United States Army. I was in there for 4 years, and I was in the infantry, 11 Bravo.
I was a Navy corpsman, HM3, third class petty officer, with the NEC of 8404 as a combat medic with the Marines.
We jumped out of airplanes, we scuba dived, and all around, super cool human beings.
We all looked up to our leadership. You consider yourself a big family.
Aviation has always been a passion of mine. I love flying and traveling. As a kid, I used to find fun in just hanging out at airports. And now many years later, I find myself here at Endeavor doing something that I've always loved, so sticking in with the aviation and very much enjoying what I do here.
My dad served in the military, my grandfather served in the military. My dad was in the Navy. When I was done with high school, I wasn't really ready for college quite yet. I wanted to travel, I wanted opportunities, and I knew the military would give me all of that.
I will say that my time in the military was probably the most significant as far as my adulthood is concerned, because I learned so much in such a small amount of time. I've developed really, really close friends, and it was a brotherhood in the Army. So during that period, it really, really developed who Christian is as an adult.
We cannot possibly express in one day how much we value our veterans' contributions to our country, our communities, and our workplace. We honor your sacrifices and acknowledge that your families have also given so much to support you in your mission to provide security and safety to all Americans. Thank you to those who served, and thank you to those who continue to serve. We're grateful for your service to our country and for all you do to make Endeavor the premier regional airline.